I think that one of the things that is an important conversation for buyers that have perhaps been sitting on the sidelines is, have I, like you talked about, you can't time the bottom of the market. If we're already trending up in Barrie, I think that in particular, again, when you look at their sale prices, they're still lower than everybody. They, not everybody, but the most, they got hit pretty hard. And so I think they've got a little bit, they're probably going to rebound a little bit sooner than others. So if you are evaluating it, now may be the time to jump into Barrie before that trend continues, because they're already ahead of a lot of other areas, both regionally and town-wise, in terms of the price growth.
Yep, I think you're bang on there. They've experienced a lot of the pain already, and when you look at the price, $702,000 for
Yeah.
the median detached home, it's an
Yeah.
attractive price for first time home buyers, for potentially new immigrants to Canada. It's just a good price point for people, and we're seeing that in the data. We're seeing
Yeah.
10% increase year over year in sales. We're seeing termination volumes super low. Um, the above ask listing like price is down 17%. So
Yeah.
I think people are just pricing it right. Agents are
Yes.
pricing them right, and people are scooping them up.
Yeah. I think that's almost one of the benefits to Barrie, whereas some of your municipalities a little further south, they get that overflow from Toronto a little bit faster sometimes. So you're in that do I or don't I situation maybe a little bit more often, or it's just people not paying attention. Because Matt, I think you and I can both sit down with a seller and say, "Hey, now's the time to do that strategy, and now's not the time to do that strategy," pretty comfortably based on what we're looking at in terms of months over months of inventory, in terms of looking back at our last 3 months of sales volume. What can we expect compared to what's available now? How do you sit in the price brackets? It's usually pretty easy to decide when you're going to use that strategy or not, unless you're just looking at some overall data or basing it on what we did this time last year, and looking at seasonality. So I think that the agents in Barrie or the homeowners in Barrie have been much more realistic with their pricing, which is why you're seeing that we're not seeing so many more above asking. We're seeing healthy price growth. I love 4.8%. I think that's fantastic. And again, much more sustainable than the huge ups and downs that we've seen in other years. When we take a look at our new listing volume, again, very trending downwards in comparison to other years, which is fantastic news for the homeowners in Barrie. And again, just that little bit less of choice for a potential buyer coming in. Even active listings holding true to that, Matt, not hitting the new peaks as we've seen in so many other areas.
Yep, still below 2018, 2019, which is good to see, especially with interest rates being higher than they were 2018, 2019. So not seeing a flood. So I think that's holding up quite well, given where interest rates are right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we are up again. We are up in terms of active listings over 2024. It'll be interesting to see if we can cut under that through as we get maybe hopefully a later push, or if that's something that continues on as we go. Now, when we look at median price, again, not bad in comparison to other places, and we're seeing a median price that is above what 2024 was at this time of year. Um, to note for everybody looking at the February line there, Matt, I think you pulled this as of Monday. So was it the 10th or in that range? Just the
It
beginning of
should
February so
be
far.
it's 10th or the 11th. See
Yeah.
if we got the
Okay.
bar there.
So
It's da, 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 the 12th.
the 12th. Okay. So just yesterday. Just yesterday, I think it was.
So
Um,
we're
oh no,
seeing we're
sorry. Today
seeing
is the
the
12th.
elevated price. It is only 12 days into the market,
Yeah.
but we're on the right trajectory for price wise when it comes to Barrie as compared to what we've seen in prior years. So 2024, we're above the trend line of 2024. It's a great sign. It's a great sign for Barrie.
Yeah.
I know some of the data points are still a little weak, but I think when you factor in all the underlying stuff, you're seeing that you can see down the road that there is going to be some strength there.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks so far the outlook is strength in Barrie there.